Starting over isn't easy, especially when you're in your 50s. But the good news is that this new chapter of life can be the most empowering. And in this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful lessons that I have learned about love, confidence, and self-worth that I wish I had known much sooner. So if this is a topic that's of interest, please stick around, because these lessons might just transform the way that you see yourself and your future. For those of you new to this channel, hi, I am Tanya. I am a rapid transformational coach and therapist, and my passion is empowering women over the age of 40 to love themselves unconditionally and thrive in whichever stage of life they may find themselves in. So whether you're navigating a big life change, rediscovering yourself, or just looking for some inspiration, this is the channel and the place that I'm going to share my lessons, my tools and techniques from my training and my self-development. And I want to make your life experience as fun and as smooth, and navigate this life experience with a cheerleader, and I'll be that cheerleader for you until you can become that cheerleader for yourself. So the first lesson that I've learned was self-worth is an inside job. This is where for years I was looking for the external validation to make me feel that I was worthy, that I was deserving of all the good things that I had in my life. And I was seeking those career achievements and accomplishments, the kind of friendships and the relationships with family and partners to actually make me feel something that I wasn't feeling myself. And I truly believe we come into this world as perfect babies. We're diamonds, and throughout our life things might sort of like beliefs and behaviors, patterns might actually take away our shine, and we might not be able to see the innate self-worth that we have when we come into this world. And I have managed to sort of like rediscover that innate self-worth and self-love towards myself. And by starting over, I had to unpeel all those layers, all those beliefs that no longer served me and were holding me stuck. They were holding me in that kind of pain and suffering, the negative mental self-chatter. And by giving myself permission to slow things down and no longer look for external approval and validation, but go inwards and figure out, why was I not valuing myself? Why was I not having a high self-worth? Why did I not feel that I deserved to have everything good in my life? And that enabled me to sort of like do that kind of inner work to figure out the answers that were actually holding me back. And through other inner work that I did, I was able to let go. And as we get through more of these lessons, you'll see some other kind of tools and techniques to enable you to do the same for you. But this is the foundation. Self-worth and high self-worth is really vital and important for us to start being kind and compassionate and loving towards ourselves. The second lesson was confidence comes from action. Now, you might have low self-worth, but you might be confident in your work abilities in work or in some aspect of your personal life. And this is where it's about you tapping into the truth and the confidence that you gain from taking action. And the truth is that you're showing up for yourself, you are making changes, you are shifting either your behaviors, patterns, potentially your mental chatter as well. And by stepping out of your comfort zone and taking the action, because sometimes taking the action can be uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, and therefore that kind of sense of fear will creep up, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, whatever it might be for you. And it might try and keep you stuck, because our primal need is for us to be safe. And in order for us to be safe, we need to stay in our comfort zone. But that isn't where the magic happens. The magic happens when we expand that comfort zone. And we do that by taking the uncomfortable action in some instances. And by taking more and more action, then we gain more and more confidence. It's that kind of sort of perpetual cycle that we go in. Now, I've also done another video which is all about building self-worth and also creating confidence if you're over in your 40s and beyond. So I'll link at the end of this video those other videos for you to actually jump in and sort of like hear a little bit more of the detail around it. And it's about taking the small incremental 1 millimeter steps, and that will then have a compound impact and effect. And before you realize it, all the action that you've taken has boosted your confidence. And because in lesson 1, you've also increased your self-worth, done the inner work, then you're actually radiating more, and then you're propelling to take even more action. The third lesson that I've learned is love starts with you. Love starts with me. I can only accept love from external sources to the extent that I love myself. So if I don't love myself, if I don't like myself, then when people are paying me compliments, giving me praise, I'm not allowing that to come in. There's this barrier, this wall that sort of separates that from coming in and flowing into us. But if we actually love and like ourselves, then when other people pay us a compliment, we'll actually say, thank you. We're not going to be, give it an excuse, a story, something to sort of like devalue that praise, that recognition that we're receiving from the external parties. We allow that to flow in because we genuinely like and love ourselves. So therefore, we're allowing that to flow into us. So the practice of self-love is that it is important that we focus on prioritizing our needs, becoming aware of what our needs are, and fulfilling those needs, being there for ourselves, supporting ourselves, encouraging and empowering ourselves to take that uncomfortable action, to build that confidence within us, because we are with ourselves 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So we need to show up as the empowering, confident and person that's going to take care of our needs. And that is where that self-love is so important, because it's about us showing ourselves that we value ourselves and that we are going to take care of ourselves, because it is that inside job. The fourth lesson was it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Whether it is touching base with something that you love to do, a hobby or an interest that you've always wanted to try. It's about giving yourself permission to actually explore, experiment, be curious, and tap in to figure out what's going to bring you joy, fulfillment and contentment in your life. And age is just a number. It's about you bringing all that wealth of experience, wisdom that you've accumulated all throughout your life, and then it's about you sort of like putting those traits, experiences and wisdom into tangible outputs and results, and being able to influence and impact other people as a result. You may choose to pivot your career. You may choose to just take a step back and not work as many hours and do something that you find fulfilling. It might be that as a mature mother, you may decide that now you've got a bit more capacity and you want to volunteer or share your kind of innate wisdom with other people through whatever form. You might decide to write a book. You might decide to have a YouTube channel. You might decide to just volunteer in your local church, your community, some charities. But you can do something that is actually going to reinvigorate your life and bring joy and contentment within it. And it's whatever makes sense to you, because it's not a one size fits all. It has to talk into your heart, and it needs to sort of fulfill yourself in order for you to take that action. The fifth lesson that I've learned is boundaries are a form of self-respect. and saying no to things that are going to make you feel anxious or overwhelmed or are going to burn you out or stress you out, that is a sign of you respecting yourself, of you valuing yourself. So the first lessons were all about you tapping in to your needs, to your desires, and therefore taking the kind of, now that you've got the self-worth, you've got the confidence, then you're actually able to take the steps and the actions to demonstrate that you're showing up as the best authentic version of yourself. Saying no to events, situations, or interactions is about you prioritizing you, and then it's about you choosing the ones that you want to sort of be involved in when you've got the capacity, bandwidth, and desire to do so. And that way you're turning up as the true version of you, and that aligns with your values, and it is demonstrating through practical terms that you are respecting yourself, you are putting value in your self-worth, and you're not just saying yes to everything but then secretly resenting that. You're actually taking care of you first. And this is about you, in this stage of your life, you've got the opportunity and the wisdom and the experience that you've gained to look at your life and not be self-critical and judgmental, come from a place of kindness and compassion, but do the things that are going to empower you, that are going to bring joy and fulfillment into your life. And so starting over at the age of 50 is, you don't go back to the beginning. You bring all that wealth of experience, and because you've been through the ups and downs, you've navigated a lot of challenges in your life, and that wisdom is innate within you. It's about you tapping into it and then radiating it out into the world. And these lessons of self-worth, love, confidence, reinvention, creating boundaries, all of these have actually shaped my life, and I hope they are actually inspire you to actually shape and create the best version of your life going forward. So now, if you want to share, please let me know in the comments below. What is the one lesson or insight that has shaped your journey? What are the things that I've sort of shared in terms of the lessons that you resonate with more? And if this is content that has resonated with you, if you are enjoying my vibe and my energy, then please like and subscribe. And if there's people in your life that would benefit from hearing this content, please share it with them as well. I truly believe that each day is for us to seize it. So go out and seize the day. Have the most amazing day. And there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye until the next one.